Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business trainer, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and the forthcoming book, Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. All this week, I'm talking to Chris and Chris Pearson from Pearson Street Smash Burgers and Melts. If you're a longtime listener to the podcast, you know I spoke with them last year in October. We did 7 episodes, and they started on October 10th, if you'd like to give those a listen. They're back again this year as they share more inspiration because they're preparing to reopen for their second season. To wrap up the interview this week, we're going to be talking about being a part of the community.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from McDonald's, Popeyes, Pizza Hut, Wendy's, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a hamburger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Is there anything else you guys want to add? Because, I mean, you guys have been killing it, and you guys are such a good example for everybody in our group and just everybody that wants to get into the business. You guys have done it right from the very beginning.
You know, if I could say anything to anybody listening, you know, if it's not uncomfortable, it's not working. You know what I mean? You get out of your comfort zone and do something that makes you, a little nervous. You'll find your results are definitely pleasant. That's
a good point. You got to get out of your comfort zone because you don't know what you can do until you're pushed a little bit.
Yeah, do something different. Push the envelope. It could just be a menu item and it has a little bit more procedures or something, or how to manage a fresh product. Just go ahead, do it. Go outside your comfort zone. Might not work. Might work. Who knows? You're never going to know and excel until you try. So many people get stuck at not trying because they're too afraid to fail.
Yeah, and they worry about, oh my goodness, I spent this amount of money. What do I do? Well, you go out and work is what you do. Because you can't sit at home and make money, and you can't sit and worry about what if. You just got to go out and try. And like you said earlier, you're going to hear a bunch of no's. Big deal.
Yeah.
It's just one less area you got to worry about. Let's go over here. Let's go make it happen.
Exactly.
We had to say that to ourselves many times.
Many times.
It's okay. We'll find it. Don't worry. We'll find it. All your nose where you need to be.
You just dodge those little potholes, and eventually you're on a well-paved road, at least if you're down here. Don't know how the roads are in Canada.
Oh, no, they're bad up here. Oh, my Lord. They're horrible. I don't know how they're going to fix it all without breaking the township.
There's a reason a lot of people drive trucks out here.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains it. One question that popped in my mind when you were talking about the mayor doing a recognition sheet. Can you explain what that is?
That's awesome. Yeah. So they recognize birthdays, they recognize anniversaries, and they recognize milestones. Requested a letter of recognition for our second year opening in Emperor. So they're mailing it to us yesterday.
So it's like a formal with the mayor's signature and
beautiful.
Yeah, where'd you seen it hanging?
I saw it hanging in Manotick. There's a place called Black Dog, and I was looking around, and one of the frames had a recognition, and I thought, well, that looks really nice on the wall. So I went to the municipality page, and I saw that they give them out here for Russell if you request it. So I requested one. So it's being mailed to us, like I said yesterday. So Pierre will have a signature, and we'll be able to put that with our awards in Corey's house.
It's a nice nod to kind of put it up around the truck. And
official.
It shows people that you're part of the community as well. The mayor knows that you're part of this. You're not an outsider coming in trying to do things. People really like that kind of stuff, right?
I'm glad you said it that way, because I talk to people, you got to be a part of the community. You cannot be a leech. And there's some truckers that come in, all they want to do is make money and leave. That's not how you grow a business. You have to be a part of the community. And it doesn't necessarily mean you give stuff away, charity. You can do like you guys are doing, get that. For us, it would be a proclamation. The mayor would sign a proclamation. So it's the same thing.
Yeah, it is for sure. It's just, I think it's a matter of finding the creativity on how to get them.
Exactly.
They were sitting on the wall there. So I was looking at it and I thought, hey, that'll definitely help us here. So, and we've got our stickers from the community votes from last year for best burgers, and it's actually stuck to the truck. That's Ottawa Community Votes is a big voting thing, so we're nominated again this year. That's nice to have up on the truck there. So
we want to kind of have the truck kind of resemble like a NASCAR kind of thing going on, with all the decals of awards and such. So people come by the truck, they can see that while they're waiting in line,
Yeah.
That's pretty neat idea to have it with stickers like NASCAR. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. I appreciate your time. I know you got a busy weekend or maybe just going to relax. I don't know.
Oh, there's zero relaxing.
Seriously? There's no relaxing?
Because you want to go so bad. I feel like I'm an elastic band that's being pulled back, and I'm just being held. As soon as it lets go, we're going to run, and we're going to run until November. Yeah. But in the meantime, just being pulled back with the tension.
Yeah, we're definitely chomping at the bit here. I actually have a good friend, a work colleague from back in Moxie's. He's opened up a restaurant about 40 minutes from us in another town. We might go help him out for a couple of days next week just to get doing something, our mind off it. So he's thinking open next Friday. So
I'll work.
That'll give us something to do.
I'll work for Greek food any day.
Yeah. He's opened up a little Greek restaurant.
My wife loves Greek. She's kind of a feta cheese snob. She likes the real authentic feta.
Fair.
Right.
Big difference.
Yeah, there is a huge difference. The stuff that we get from a grocery stores, it's like paste almost.
Not even close.
Not even close. These boys have wrecked me with food. Now I can't eat anything from a can.
Yeah.
Neither my wife nor I are chefs by any stretch. My wife is more creative. She understands flavors a lot more than I do, and she can come up with some pretty good stuff. And she's always watching the shows and everything, and she's always reading recipes and cookbooks and that kind of thing. Whereas I just make it taste good. I don't care.
Just want to eat.
Yeah, I just want to eat, exactly.
I'm hungry.
Teach me how to do it, and I'll do it really, really quickly, but just make it taste good.
Exactly.
Some salt, some butter.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your 20,000. Holy cow, that grew fast, eh? Wow.
Yeah. I'm amazed how quickly it grew.
You're at like 100 a week?
Oh, no. This week, I've already done like
for a day.
4 welcome posts. Yeah, we were doing almost 100 a day there.
Yeah, I remembered when you started, it was like once a week you would do the welcome out once a day. Another 100 people. Whoa.
When we first started the group, it was every time I hit 10, and then it got to every time I hit 100, but it would take a week, 2 weeks, and I've kept it at 100. This week, I'm pretty sure I've done 4 this week, and we were gone too, so we weren't even keeping up with the group.
You left us unattended.
No, Melissa was watching it, and I would get on there when I could, because we drove Monday. Tuesday, we were in meetings all day long. Really, it caught up to both of us because we both went to sleep about 8 o'clock that night. And then Wednesday, our van had an issue, so I was in meetings all day. I had to use an Uber to get to the meetings. And Melissa had to babysit the repair guy with the van. And then Thursday, we went to the Double Trouble trailer, helped them open, had meetings in the afternoon, went back to Double Trouble and helped them through their dinner rush. Because on top of everything that Lauren had been through with her dad, her sister Lori was at her other job, so she couldn't work. And Lauren has done something to her ankle, and she has to have surgery on it. So she has one of those big inflatable boots on it to kind of help hold it steady. And I tell you what, she was in there working. They were fairly busy, not as busy as you guys, but I ended up wrapping sandwiches and stuff for her. And then it was funny because she would get on to me because I've not made their food. So I'd have to ask her, what goes on this. And she had a shaker set up with a seasoning to go on their fries. And I'm shaking it out how I would want it to look. And she's going, no, that's way too much. I'm like, well, I'm glad you're worried about food costs, but that's flavor too. You need to have the flavor. And I bought her a grill scraper, a nice one, because they had one of those. I don't even know what the brand of it is, but it's basically a razor blade at the end of a stick. And I hate those because there's no control to it. So I bought her one that's got the right angle, and it's got a handle and a place where you put your hand so you can really get into it without digging into the metal.
Yeah, I've seen those ones that got the little deflector so it doesn't spin up on your hand either.
Right, exactly. And she was just thoroughly impressed with that because, you know, it cleaned the grill really nice. But I had to teach her how to use it because she was doing it like almost like she was scrubbing it, and she was doing it curved and you know, side to side. And I'm like, one direction, front to back. Keep it straight, you know, because you don't want to gouge into that metal. And if you start doing little curves and stuff, it leaves little tracks for the carbon to build up. So it was fun. I had a great time wrapping all their sandwiches and stuff. And they were surprised I was as fast at it as they are. It's like, I have made a bunch of sandwiches. I haven't done, you know, they do the Philly cheesesteak, so it's long sandwiches.
Yeah.
And those are annoying to wrap because you have to put them diagonal on the paper and then you roll it rather than actually wrapping it. I'm like, this isn't hard, girls. Give me a regular hamburger bun. I'll show you how to wrap a sandwich and be fast at it.
Well, you'll have to come up to Canada and check us out.
Yeah, we've got a trip planned next year. We're going to go up the East Coast. I want to go to Oak Island because I'm a big fan of that TV show. It's the only show I'll actually watch. And the sauce people, the stuff that's behind me, they're in Massachusetts. So I told them I'd come see them next year. And
you're on the way.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of people up there. So we're going to try and do that next spring. So I guess we'll plan it for next spring when you guys are open too and cross the Canadian border and have some fun there too. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button, or you can follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. Join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They've all got your back when it comes to helping you and your food truck. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow. I still have plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business.